What are the criteria for investment for Ikhlas Capital?
Well, we invest in companies for the long term, at least 5 years. So therefore, it's always about the quality of the company, its earnings trajectory. Ikhlas does have 4 preferred sectors, which is finance, technology, logistics, as well as consumer. Those are our 4 key sectors. And within them, however, we look for quality companies. Just bear in mind that Ikhlas does not take controlling stakes. We seek promoters to partner with, to support.
And why did you particularly choose that 4 sectors, Dato Sri?
Well, I think they're very resilient sectors, and I think they're high growth sectors, and they play into the strength of the ASEAN economies in a nutshell. And I think if you look at even your market, Indonesia, I think those are very much the 4 sectors that I think will succeed or will grow exponentially in the medium to long term.
Yeah, but every sector, we know that every sector has its own weakness and strength. So what are the weaknesses and also strength of those 4 sectors? Especially in this pandemic.
Yeah, if you look at this pandemic, the 2 sectors that have done extremely well are technology as well as logistics. We invested in a logistic company in the Philippines, and actually it's been a big beneficiary of the pandemic. You look at the growth of e-commerce because of the pandemic, and you know that is going to be not just during the pandemic, but I think the pandemic has changed long-term behavior of consumers. E-commerce is certainly going to grow exponentially even after the pandemic.
Okay. Now, in terms of region, what country are you looking at the moment, Dato Sri? Is Indonesia one of them, considering one of Ikhlas partners, Gita Wirjawan, which is our former Minister of Trade?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the 2 economies that I'm most bullish about in the long term are Indonesia and the Philippines. I mean, Monica, you might or might not know that I've been long term very bullish on Indonesia. I first invested in Indonesia in the post-Asian financial crisis era. And I remember at that time being heavily criticized when CIMB then bought into Bank Niaga. Our shares collapsed 25% because the rest of the world of investors didn't believe the Indonesia story. I did, we did, and over the years I've been proven right. I think Indonesia has extremely strong long-term fundamentals given its population, given the quality of its workforce, natural resources, and so on. What one needs to understand in Indonesia, of course, is it's a volatile market. And if you can navigate that volatility, I think one should definitely look to invest in Indonesia.